Hello everyone, welcome to CodeVio. So today we are going to discuss about Flutter basics. This is our second video of our Flutter introduction series. So we will be covering basic concepts of Flutter, and also we will be giving a introduction of our ToDo project and its implementation details, and just a basic thing about Flutter. It's not a very hard thing to understand, just a simple, you don't feel tensed, simple basic topic and that you must know before doing Flutter. That's we are going to cover this video, so watch the full video and don't forget to watch the next part of this videos. Okay, then we can go to the video. Here you can see the first thing that we know about is widgets. In Flutter everything is a widget. The whole app of Flutter contains a collection of widgets. Actually, the widget concept is inspired from the component part of the React. So you can read that each element of a Flutter app is a widget. It's just a name to represent an element. So in this case, you can see the screen and a widget is written there. It's a widget, text widget in case of Flutter, and in case the icon shown here is a icon widget in case of Flutter if it is a Flutter app. And also you can see a red part. It is in case of Flutter it can be a container widget, and the whole app may be a container widget, and you can see a small icon buttons there. In case of Flutter it will be a icon button widget. So everything in Flutter is widget. Okay, that's the concept of widgets in Flutter. That's only just a basic concept, a name to the every element is given as widget. That's all, you don't need to worry. Just a widget is any element that you can screen on a Flutter app. Okay, we can reuse the widget. That's the main benefit of widgets. So that's why we are using widgets. Okay, the main benefit of the using widget is that we can make it as reusable. Next, the widgets have two categories. One is a stateful widget and a stateless widgets. You don't feel worry about this code. I have just written a symbol of the stateless and stateful widgets. In case of stateful widgets, we have a state. So you may thinking what will be a state. You all use WhatsApp, and you may write bio in your WhatsApp. You all uses that. When you change the bio changes. So its state has been changed. That's means by state. Just anything that can be changed by a user interaction is the state. So in case of stateful widget, when its state changes, the app rebuilds. But in case of stateless widgets, when the state changes, the app does not rebuild. So when the user does some operation on the screen or UI, and in case of stateful widget, that action may cause the UI to changes according to the actions. But in case of stateless widget, whatever the user done, it will not be affected on the screen. That's the main difference between stateful and stateless widgets. That's only, we don't need to go further. So we can go the code. I have just written a sample code how to create a stateful widget and a stateless widget. We are extending a stateless widget class, and we given a class name, and we need a build method in our stateless widget. Inside the build method, we write the widgets codes. The widgets written inside the build method will be appeared on our UI. So everything you need to show on a UI, or everything we need to show in our app, we must return it inside the build method. Okay, it is the code for the stateless widget. And in case of stateful widget, we need a single line of code, and also we need two classes. We need a stateful widget we need a class that extends stateful widget, and also we need to instantiate a create state method, and after that we need to extend the state of our stateful widget. Just two sections, not a big thing I think. And also, as like in the stateless widget, we need to add the build method, and inside the build method we write the widgets. In this case I have written an empty container just to show. Okay, that's all about stateful and stateless widget. We only need to know this much about this widget, then we can continue further. Okay, we can learn much more about this. That's after this. For the basic concepts, we only need to know this much. Okay, we have two widgets, stateful and stateless. Please just to remember that. That's not only enough. Now we can go through the basic widgets. You can see the basic widgets. It's only a basic and I only include 8 of them. There are around 100 or 200 types of widgets in Flutter. I'm just to use the only widgets that are you commonly used. Okay, then first we can go to the app bar widget. You will see the top portion of the app bar where you can see the app name and also a menu button or a search button. You will see them in common applications. So to get that app bar, we have a widget called app bar widget. Just by calling that widget, we will get this app bar shown in the picture. It's a very simple widget and we only need to write a 2 or 3 line code to get a app bar like shown in the. It's very simple. That's why the Flutter by using Flutter we can develop application very fastly. Okay. So that's about of the app bar, and also we can give the title property and the leading property in the app bar. Next we are going for the column. You can see that two boxes are arranged in a vertical order. So when we need to arrange something in a vertical order, we use a column widget. So if we need two widgets to be arranged in a vertical order, we wrap them in a column widget, so we can arrange them in a vertical order. Next one is the container widget. Container, in case you need to have give some margin or a padding to some widget, we use the container widget. You can see that the red markings are the padding and the white arrows are the margins. So when we need to contain something inside another, and also we need to give the margin color property or a border property or like that, we need to make some decorations on it, we can use the container is the best suitable one for making decorations, even though we can give the rounded borders like shown in the figure like that in the using container. Okay, then we can go to the image widget. Sorry, I have written the text for the image. Okay, we can, I'm just going to change this, just a minute. Okay, this is the image images. By using this widget we can show images. Images is an important part in every application because we want to display images in our application. So by using the image widget we can simply represent images in our application. Okay, by seeing the name itself you can understand what's the use of these widgets. That's all about Flutter. Then we can go to row. When we need to arrange 2 widgets or 3 widgets or any number of widgets in a horizontal order, we can go for the row widget. Okay, it's just like the column is vertical, it's row. Next is icon widget. In case of icon widget, we have a lot of icons, pre-made icons, material designed icons we can use in our app. By just calling the names you will get that icons. We don't need to download the icon or we not need to include any code extra, nothing. We have the icon widget. By using the icon widget we can get a lot of icons. And next one is the scaffold. This is a much most important widget because the scaffold contains everything that an app requires. In this scaffold, we can give an app bar and also a body and the bottom navigation bar. Everything will be given inside a scaffold. So it is a whole UI that we always show in our app. Inside this scaffold, we write all other widgets. Okay, the scaffold is an important one. Please note it. Okay. Now next we are going to the next widget. It is the text widget. The text widget contains the text. Okay, that's all. We are going representing text using our text widget. You can see the app bar there. We will be giving it in the text widget, so it will be shown as a text in our UI screen. So whenever we want to represent any text in our application, we use the text widget. Okay, that's all about our basic widget. Now next, go to our ToDo app details. We will be implementing a to-do list application. So in our to-do there will be title, string, a title and a description, and also status, whether the to-do has been done or it's not, to represent a status. So we will be implementing a status as in a boolean variable. So we need different type of data types combined. So how we can represent it? For this we will be using our class. So we need our own data type, so we can use it using a class. So we will be creating a to-do class for storing our to-do details. Okay, the to-do class contains an ID. It contains an integer and also the title. It is a string, and a description. It's also a string, and the stats is a boolean. So it will be a class that contain a id, title, description and status. Okay, so we need this to do class object to represent our to do. So we will be keeping a to do list. The list contains so many to do object, to do object 1, to do object 2, to do object 3, etc. So we can access each to do by using the index to do our list name, and then in curly square bracket give the index dot id or title. By using the index dot any property we need, we will get the that property. Okay, you can see that to do list dot to do list of 0 dot title will give the first title. Okay, that's why we are using the class. And creating a to do object, just give the to do and then with a after a space give the object name. You can see that a to do t is a to do object. Then if we instantiate it, we will get there. Okay, like that t dot title gives the that object's title. These all are the data structure we will be using in our application. Okay, just our basic data structure details. Now we can go to the working of our application. So we will have a to do list. The list will be given at the top of the app, and we will be implementing it in a list view, and we will show it as a list in our app first page. Okay, the to do object 1, to do object 3 as in the list, and each to do object contains a title, a string and also a status and also an id. Okay, we will take each one from the list and we will show it in our application's first page. You can see the, and also we can take the title description from the to do object. Okay, then we will use a list style object to make the UI like this one, and also we will be using a list view dot builder to make the list. Okay, that's all about it. You can find the detail more when you see the code, and also when it's become to coding you will understand much more. Okay, just it's a implementation only. And when we click in one of the tile, then we'll go to the next page where we can edit our to do. Okay, and also we have a button called mark as done. When clicked, we can change the status of our to do. Then okay, then also we have a save button. It will be when we click on the save button, the app will go to the previous page and the to do will be updated. Okay, and we also include the add button here, and we will use the same page to add. Also we will use a trick to add by using the same to do view page. We will be discussing in our the next part. It is a very interesting trick, you don't miss it. Okay, we will be reusing our to do view page. That's all about our app implementation. I think this much knowledge is needed. Now we can continue further in our next part. Don't miss the video. We will be implementing our application in the next part. Okay, don't miss the video. If you like the video, please like, and if you have any doubt, please put it in the comment box, and also please share the video to your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe. We will be doing much more. Okay, then bye.